Every evening, at the same quiet road near the old park, life moved slowly. Cars passed, birds returned to their nests, the sky changed colors like it had its own moods. And every day, at almost the same time, she walked by. She never hurried. She liked watching the trees sway, the clouds drift, the sun slowly sinking behind buildings. Nature made her feel calm, like the world was whispering instead of shouting. One day, while passing by as usual, she noticed a boy standing on the other side of the road. He wasn't on his phone, he wasn't talking to anyone. He was just watching the sky, the trees, the wind. For a moment, their eyes met, not directly, but enough to notice something familiar. He sees it too, she thought, the quiet beauty. The next day, it happened again. Same road, same time, same sky slowly changing colors. She walked by, he stood there. This time, she noticed the way he smiled slightly when the leaves rustled, like nature was an old friend of his. He noticed the way she slowed her steps, as if she didn't want the moment to end. Days passed. They never spoke, never waved, never crossed the road. Yet somehow they shared something. A silent understanding, a mutual pause in a rushing world. It became a routine, not planned, not promised, but expected. Until one day, she passed by. The sky was beautiful, the air was calm, but he wasn't there. She slowed down, her eyes searching the familiar spot. Maybe he was late. Maybe she was early. She walked ahead and then looked back. Nothing. A strange heaviness settled in her chest. She didn't understand why it bothered her so much. After all, they had never even talked. The next day, she came again. Same road, same time, but again, he was missing. That's when she realized some strangers don't need words to matter. Standing there alone, watching the same sky they once shared, she whispered to herself, "Where are you now?" And for the first time, instead of just passing by, she decided to find him. Then one day, she paused her work midway. It wasn't a loud decision. There was no urgency, no drama, just a gentle moment of stillness. She packed a few of her belongings, the way someone does before a journey where the path matters more than the destination. She stepped out to look for the boy. Through city streets, quiet corners, crowded places, and unnoticed lanes, she walked slowly, searching and observing. The city began to feel new to her. Places she had crossed every day revealed themselves differently now. The shade of trees along the roads, old walls wrapped in climbing vines, the sky carrying unfamiliar colors. She watched nature, and unknowingly, she watched herself. While searching, she reached a turn in the road. On one side lay her home, on the other, the journey calling her forward. She stopped there, lost in deep thought. Her mind drifted back to her life. The same job every day, then home, then the same routine again, a perfect circle. And today she had found a way out, a chance to do something different, to feel something new, to search for something meaningful. She was confused. Should she continue on this path or return to the life she knew so well? Her heart hesitated, but somewhere deep inside, a quiet voice urged her forward. And she listened. She took a step ahead, just one. And as she did, the wind seemed to grow freer. Trees swayed gently, almost joyfully. Birds chirped louder, happier, as if nature itself approved of her courage. She walked on, farther into the city. Evening slowly arrived. When she turned towards home, the evening had deepened. Streetlights were turning on one by one. The air carried a slight tiredness, yet a quiet freshness too. On the same path, she noticed an elderly man, the same grandfather she had often seen near the park with his wife. But today, something felt different. Today, he was alone. At first, she hadn't paid attention, but now she realized for the past few days he had truly been coming alone. The thought pricked her heart softly. She walked towards him. "Grandpa, I haven't seen your wife these days." He remained silent for a moment. He was sitting on a bench. The veins on his hands were visible, his eyes slightly tired, yet a peaceful glow in them. He gestured her to sit. A few seconds of silence passed. The wind moved gently between them. Then, in a soft voice, he said, "She has been unwell for a few days. She's in the hospital. That's why she hasn't been able to come." She asked gently, "How is she now? And you come here alone?" He smiled, very faintly but sincerely. After a few more words, he said, "Come, walk with me today. Let's buy some flowers and go see her." And so they began walking together. On the way, the grandfather kept taking out his phone. He would look at the screen, then place it back into the front pocket of his shirt. They stopped at a flower shop. The shop was filled with colors: red, yellow, white, purple. The grandfather looked at each flower carefully. "You tell me, which flower would be nice?" She felt shy. "I've never chosen flowers for someone. I honestly don't know." They both laughed gently. Then he picked one of each kind. A small bouquet was made. On the way to the hospital, a child ran into the road. She ran forward without thinking. The grandfather panicked. The bouquets slipped. Flowers scattered. But the child was safe. When things calmed, the bouquet was ruined. The grandfather bent down. From all the fallen flowers, he picked just one. "This is her favorite," she asked. "If you knew her favorite flower, why didn't you make the entire bouquet of just this one?" He smiled. "It doesn't matter how many flowers there are. What matters is the feeling inside them." They continued towards the hospital. Inside the room, he paused at the door. "Maria?" He opened it. "Maria, look who's here!" Maria turned slowly. Her eyes lit up. "Vincent!" He walked in proudly, holding the slightly torn flower. "It has character," he said when she teased him. They laughed. Vincent showed her a video. "I recorded everything today so you wouldn't miss it." Maria's eyes became glassy. "You sat there alone?" "I wasn't alone. I was with you." Maria turned to the girl. "Love is not loud. It's small things." She looked deeply at her. "Don't search for someone who makes your heart race. Search for someone who makes it feel safe." Vincent added, "And someone who remembers your favorite flower." The girl listened. She wasn't confused anymore. She was learning.
Later, outside the hospital, she walked alone. Night had settled. Then, across the road, a figure, a boy, walking with a dog. Her heart skipped. It looked like him. She started walking faster, but the signal turned red. Cars rushed between them. She waited helplessly. He turned into a side street, disappearing. The light turned green. She rushed across. Nothing. Empty road. No boy, no dog. She stood there. Was it him? Was it her imagination? Her heart felt heavy, but not broken, because this time she didn't feel desperate. She felt determined. The episode ends there, with her standing under the green signal light. The boy gone, the question still alive. At last, she turned back toward home, not in disappointment, but with quiet happiness. Happy that she had dared to search. She knew, if not today, then tomorrow, she would find him. And with that thought, with a light heart and unhurried steps, she walked home.